And now their way to earth they had descried, to paradise first tending, when behold, Satan, in likeness of an angel bright, betwixt the centaur and the scorpion steering his zenith, while the sun in Aries rose, disguised he came, but those his children dear their parents soon discerned, though in disguise. He, after Eve seduced, unminded slunk into the wood fast by, and changing shape to observe the sequel, saw his guileful act by Eve, though all unweeting, seconded upon her husband. Saw their shame that sought vain covertures, but when he saw descend the Son of God to judge them, terrified he fled, not hoping to escape, but shunned the present, fearing, guilty, what his wrath might suddenly inflict. That past, returned by night, and listening where the hapless pair sat in their sad discourse, in various plaint, thence gathered his own doom, which understood not instant, but of future time, with joy and tidings fraught, to hell he now returned. And at the brink of chaos, near the foot of this new wondrous pontifice, unhoped met, who to meet him came, his offspring dear. Great joy was at their meeting, and at sight of that stupendous bridge his joy increased. Long he admiring stood, till sin, his fair enchanting daughter, thus the silence broke. O parent, these are thy magnific deeds, thy trophies, which thou viewest as not thine own. Thou art their author and prime architect. For I no sooner in my heart divined, my heart which by a secret harmony still moves with thine, joined in connection sweet, that thou on earth hadst prospered, which thy looks now also evidence, but straight I felt, though distant from thee worlds between, yet felt that I must after thee, with this thy son. Such fatal consequence unites us three. Hell could no longer hold us in our bonds, nor this unvoyageable gulf obscure detain from following thy illustrious track. Thou hast achieved our liberty, confined within hell gates till now, thou us empowered to fortify thus far, and overlay with this portentous bridge the dark abyss. Thine now is all this world, thy virtue hath won what thy hands builded not, thy wisdom gained with odds what war hath lost, and fully avenged our foil in heaven. Here thou shalt monarch reign, there didst not. There let him still victor sway, as battle hath adjudged, from this new world retiring, by his own doom alienated. And henceforth monarchy with thee divide of all things, parted by the empyreal bounds, his quadrature, from thy orbicular world. Or try thee now more dangerous to his throne, whom thus the Prince of Darkness answered glad, Fair daughter, and thou son and grandchild both, high proof ye now have given to be the race of Satan, for I glory in the name, antagonist of heaven's almighty King, amply have merited of me, of all the infernal empire, that so near heaven's door triumphal, with triumphal act have met, mine with this glorious work, and made one realm, hell in this world, one realm, one continent of easy thoroughfare. Therefore will I descend through darkness, on your road with ease, to my associate powers, them to acquaint with these successes, and with them rejoice. You too this way, among these numerous orbs, all yours, right down to paradise descend, there dwell and reign in bliss, thence on the earth dominion exercise, and in the air, chiefly on man, sole lord of all declared. Him first make sure your thrall, and lastly kill, my substitutes I send ye, and create plenipotent on earth, of matchless might issuing from me, and your joint vigour now my hold of this new kingdom all depends, through sin to death exposed by my exploit. If your joint power prevail, the affairs of hell no detriment need fear. Go and be strong. So saying he dismissed them. They with speed their course through thickest constellations held, spreading their bane. The blasted stars looked wan, and planet struck, real eclipse then suffered. The other way Satan went down, the causey to hell gate. On either side disparted chaos overbuilt exclaimed, and with rebounding surge the bars assailed that scorned his indignation. Through the gate, wide open and unguarded, Satan passed, and all about found desolate, for those appointed to sit there had left their charge, flown to the upper world. The rest were all far to the inland retired, about the walls of Pandemonium, city and proud seat of Lucifer, so by illusion called of that bright star to Satan paragoned. There kept their watch the legions, while the grand in council sat, solicitous what chance might intercept their emperor sent. So he departing gave command, and they observed, as when the Tartar from his Russian foe by Astrakhan over the snowy plains retires, or Bactrian Sophie from the horns of Turkish Crescent leaves all waste beyond the realm of Aladul in his retreat to Taurus or Casbine. So these, the late heaven-banished host, left desert utmost hell many a dark league, reduced in careful watch round their metropolis, and now expecting each hour their great adventurer from the search of foreign worlds, he through the midst unmarked, in show plebeian angel militant of lowest order, passed, and from the door of that Plutonian hall, invisible, ascended his high throne, which under state of richest texture spread, at the upper end was placed in regal lustre. Down a while he sat, and round about him saw unseen. At last, as from a cloud, his fulgent head in shape star bright appeared, or brighter, clad with what permissive glory since his fall was left him, or false glitter. All amazed at that so sudden blaze, with the Stygian throng bent their aspect, and whom they wished beheld. Their mighty chief returned, loud was the acclaim. Forth rushed in haste the great consulting peers, raised from their dark divan, and with like joy congratulant approached him, who with hands silence, and with these words attention won.